Spartans! What is your profession?
I try to live what they let go, away to dreams they'll never know. But a drowning soul can't save the tide, and now I see I must step aside.
I fought till my hands turned to stone, carrying battles that weren't my own. They swore they'd stand but turned away, left me to bleed in the fray.
I held the line as long as I could, fought for the spark they misunderstood. They whispered dreams they never choose, said they were in but lived to lose. I can't fight for you no more, knocking on a locked up door. You said you were in but faded out, your silence echoes a deafening shout.
I wanted to see your colors fly, but you clipped your wings and let them die. You craved the fall, not the fight to win, a war within that you let begin.
I can't fight for you no more, knocking on a locked up door. You said you were in but faded out, your silence echoes a deafening shout. I saw the fire dim in their eyes, promises buried under their lies. They wore the crown of fleeting belief, but ran from the throne when it brought grief. Oh,
I tried to carry your weight on my back, but your shadow was a heavy attack. You disappeared when the fire burned high, left me screaming at an empty sky.
I wanted the victory more than they, but you can't chase stars for those who stray. So I lay down the sword and walk away. The battle's lost, they chose decay. I can't fight for you no more, knocking on a locked up door. You said you were in but faded out, your silence echoes a deafening shout. Oh, they vanish like shadows in the light, fading away when it's time to fight. I reach my hand, they let it fall. I can't catch ghosts, I've given it all.
Oh, they vanish like shadows in the light, fading away when it's time to fight. I reached my hand, they let it fall. I can't catch ghosts, I've given it all.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning? The first, yes, the first Monday of the month of August. We are 8 months in. We are 8 months in. Can you actually believe that? I said it back in March that 2025 was over, and we're 8 months in. It has been zooming by. I am working all day, all night on different things that I want to work on because I love to work and I love to win. So I am asking you, how is your 2025 going? Way more than halfway through. How is your 20? We're about 2/3 of the way through. We're in the eighth month, 2/3 of the way through, right? How's it going? How is your 2025 going? Hopefully it is going well. Hopefully the things that you set out to do in 2025 are on schedule, are on par. That is my hope for you. And if they are not, if you are slacking behind, guess what? You don't have to wait to January 1st of 2026, why not let today be the day? Why not let today be your January 1st of 2026? Start now. You will be happy at how far you get on January 1st, 2026. So don't wait. Let's just get started. I don't believe in yesterday. I don't believe in tomorrow. I believe in right now. Let's get to work. Don't say, I'll start tomorrow, because you won't. Start now and then iterate, make progress. Let's run it up together. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win, or as you just saw, what my friends like to say about me the most is that I do my very, very best to annoy you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. I do my very, very best to annoy you to success.
Bruh.
It is what it is. But guess what? You might hate me now. As the Nas song said, you can hate me now, but you will definitely thank me later when you have accomplished all the things that you set out for, when you have accomplished your goals, or maybe you haven't accomplished them, but you're making more and more progress. If you do a little bit today, you will be closer to it tomorrow. All right, so let's get out there and do it. We are going to be getting into our N8N workflow. My goal is to work on getting these stupid images outside of the, whatchamacallit, get the text out of the images, right? So that's the goal for today. But before we jump into that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping really quick. At noon Eastern time today, we're going to be premiering Candid Conversations. I'm going to talk to you about why it is essential for you to keep quiet, to shut up, and stop sharing all the ideas that come into your mind. Just because you have a thought, you don't have to share it and get validation from other people, because you won't get validation. You will get all the reasons that it's a bad idea and why you should not do it that way. Stop talking, start working. That is what we're going to be talking about today at noon, Candid Conversations. Looking forward to seeing you there. I will be in the chat chatting it up with you. And then we have tomorrow, we're going to be going live, tech Q&A, taking calls, working on stuff, all of that good stuff. So looking forward to seeing you the next couple of days. And if you haven't done so already, you know what to do. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content. But with that being said, let's get to work. As well. We had a Scrum night last night. Gonna be dropping that hopefully tomorrow, maybe Wednesday at the latest. So you can go back and watch on the playback, see all the things that we've been working on. That's at techcoach.dev. And this weekend we're gonna be doing our Vibe Code and Chill session where you guys can call in, or not call in, but you guys can join me on a Google Meet, ask questions, we can collaborate, we can share ideas. I can create, I can show you how to create a prototype based off prompting, and I did it last Vibe Code and Chill. It's on that video. I can create one with whoever wants to join on. That is at techcoach.dev. Sign up. I'm going to be posting the information about our Vibe Code and Chill session this weekend, probably between today and tomorrow as well. All right, so probably between tomorrow and Wednesday as well. All right, so look out for that. But with that being said, let's get to work. Why don't we? So we're going to be working on our N8N marketing workflow today. We've been working on it for a few episodes. We had the issue with N8N loading. Turns out it was this particular Chrome browser. Now it's working like a champ. I don't know. I think it was a very, very nasty cache issue, because when I would go to it in Firefox and Safari, it would load, but in Chrome, it refused to load. Loaded on other Chrome, other computers that had Chrome on there. Whatever. We just charged that to the game, but it's working. We're going to jump back in. The issue that we've been having recently is the horrendous. So we integrated with Runware, using the API keys that we have, but it's creating horrendous images. Well, the images are good. The texts are terrible. So we're going to be sampling using Runware to see how can we get the text out of the images from our prompt so that we can have some really, really nice marketing campaigns. All right. So that's the goal. That's the plan that we're heading towards. Right. So with that being said, let's jump into our N8N. All right, so this is our N8N installation. So I am not using the N8N.com website. I am using, I signed up for DigitalOcean. We did that on live. I set up DigitalOcean. I installed the Docker. I installed Docker image of runway of N8N on the DigitalOcean droplet, they call it. So that's how we've been running it. It's been working great, to be honest with you. My X posts are circulating and people are responding to it. And basically, the way that I set it up is, I said, these are my thoughts. I want you to use AI to generate new random posts, and then when people engage with that, then I engage one-on-one with those people. But I don't have time to go and post on X 5-6 times a day about these comprehensive thoughts. I'm like, all right, you create it for me, and then we'll engage. I always go back and check it to make sure that this is something that I actually agree with. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's been doing great. So that's what we're going with. But we've been working on this marketing workflow where we swiped it from X. Somebody posted a link, or not a link, but they made an X post about, I created this N8N template. If you want it, share this message or whatever, and I'll send it to you. I'm like, you know what? I use Manus to create a more enhanced version of it. But even with that, it's you still need to configure it, and I didn't want to use DALL-E 3 just because of how expensive it is, and I have access to so many more models on Runware. So that's why we have this this Runware integration over here. Why can I not zoom? Let me see something. All right, there we go. So we have this Runware, but the thing is, the issue that we're having is it is creating some terrible images. So if we, and it's because somewhere on our workflow, it is creating, it's adding text. So now it's trying to create text. So let's do this. The way that we started, I'm going to open up put it in test mode, our webhook in test mode. And basically what this does is I can make if I have this actively running, I can make an API call to this webhook, and it's going to launch the workflow from wherever I am. So, you know, but you also have to protect your webhook, because if somebody gets access to it, then they can start using up all of your tokens and stuff like that. So you got to be careful. All right, let's go ahead and open up a Talend, and we are going to go to N8N. Why is? Oh, wait a second. What? How'd that happen? Give me a second here. I don't know how it got pulled out. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go here, and we're gonna go to here, continue, and we're gonna do it again for the homeschool. Next week I should be able to do it for a different project, but let's go ahead and kick that off. All right, so now if we go back to N8N, we see that we actually received the data. We have the brand name, target audience, campaign, objective, all that stuff, right? So if we close this and let's try to run. Let's try to run up to here, right? Only because we can go back and make modifications to somewhere in the prompt to take off the text, because, or you know what, let's do this. Let's go ahead and run it up to here so we can see the type of image that it's going to generate, and we can try to play with. So here's how we're going to troubleshoot, and this is why this is important, right? So many different strategies, so many different tactics that we can use, that we can employ to get things to work the way that we want. A lot of times things don't work. They don't work out in the very first attempt for people, and they get upset and they give up. And I'm like, no, this is just an opportunity to learn more. To me, every single thing that I do, I never lose. I never ever lose because of one thing, right? Just this one little thing allows me to never lose. What is that? It is I take every single thing that I do as a learning opportunity. This entire weekend, I've been collaborating with Google Gemini to fix some issues that I've been having on one of the applications that we're building. Where when I do it, if I do it through Lovable is gonna like it might just blast and make some crazy changes. So in order to be more surgical, I'm copying code into Gemini, and I'm saying this is the issue that I'm having. Can you tell me what's wrong with this? And Gemini systematically helps me go line by almost line by line, saying, okay, this issue right here, add this here, add that there, move this here, and then once I make those changes with Gemini, I push it back up to GitHub. It gets ingested into Lovable, and then I say Lovable, oh, okay, now I'm having this issue, and Lovable's, oh yeah, and so Lovable was able to make a very, very targeted change, as opposed to me trying to do every little minor detail. But that's how the game is played, right? So, but that idea, that concept, that troubleshooting mentality is what I bring to whatever I do. So I'm always learning, always available. So now I could try to edit the copy in here, but I'm like, you know what? Why don't we just go and generate this image, right? See what we get. So what's going to be passed into this prompt? Let me see. Where is it? Body, you are a homeschool mom looking for. Are you okay? So this is the body copy. Use vibrant colors. So let's just see. Let's just see over here how it's going to come out, right? It says that it should. Let me expand this. So I'm trying my best to have it not include any text on the image. However, because this says create a professional, high converting advertisement visual for Homeschool Hive, targeting homeschool mothers who are looking for a community to collaborate, get lesson plans, and stay organized, style, modern, clean, emotional tone. This ad taps into the needs. So it doesn't say anything about adding text on it. Oh wait, negative prompt text overlay. What does that mean? Let me see if I say as part of my negative prompt. Let me see. Oh, I do have it here. Do not include any text and image. So let's execute that. But that's what's been troubling. Like if I can get this part to work, we can get through the rest of this flow. So let me see how this image comes out. See what I mean? So I'm going to show you. This is terrible. This is terrible. It's crazy. This is like, what is this? This is stupid, right? So this is what we're trying to deal with right now. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and look at these parameters right here, and I'm going to go into Runware. And I am going to copy this itself, and I'm going to find the right model in order to get this image generated, right? Because this is annoying me. Like to be honest, this is really, really annoying me. So let me go to Runware. But this is all, when you have this much experience working in tech, you start, and especially in QA and troubleshooting experience, you start to like use those skills to in whatever it is that you're doing. All right. Let's go to all right. So if we're here and we look at this, can I do a API call here? No. All right. So what if I was to do this, right? If I'm just going to copy this prompt as is. And if I just drop this in here and I say generate, Let's see what it gives us. You see, everything, there's a bunch of text, even though I said do not include any text. So, let's see. So let's modify, right? Let's say we go, trying to find the right prompt is key. I think so. Here's the thing. I think this prompt is terrible. Now that I think about it, right? Because let me see if I change over to. Let's try a different one. Okay, not that. Oh, they have Dolly in here. I didn't know that. I'm just. Let's see. You see, so something. So the prompt is bad, right? Let's see what prompt was used for this one. Could I see that? Create. So this is the same thing, right? So this is not good. So let's see where this prompt is created then, because this prompt right here is what's causing the issue. It's just not a good prompt. So let's see where that's coming from then. Let's go to. So that's the copy. Where visual prompt 0. So let's see. All right, so visual prompts, copy processor, and let's see. So these all come from this copy processor. So let's take a look at the copy processor. All right. So this visual prompt is actually part of the problem. It doesn't like the way that this is written. So what we can do is, this is here. What we can do is create a professionally high converting so let's do this, right? We are going to go to so we need to rewrite this prompt into a way that's actually going to give us a good image. So if I go to, let's try Gemini. Can you rewrite this? So I'm trying to create an image at runware, or I'm trying to create an image with AI that is going to create a captivating advertisement. The issue is the prompt that I am using keeps generating text on the image. Can you rewrite my prompt so that it generates an image without text? This is my prompt. This is a little preview of what I was doing over the weekend and how I was getting a lot of issues fixed. Let's see what happens. The inventory descriptive terms like advertisement brand names like with as a request to write text to the keys to describe the scene you want. Focus on the emotions and visual elements rather than explaining the ad's purpose to AI. A rewritten prompt: a bright scene, a modern living room with natural soft light, diverse group of 3 mothers sitting comfortably. So let's take this prompt and do this. So we're going to take this here and we are going to, oops, not that. We're going to go to here or here. If I copy this and I generate, hopefully this model doesn't give us like 3 or 4 fingers. Oh, their teeth are terrible. But if we take this prompt and we pass it into a better model, this was 106. So what if I do my typical, or let's say we do run where 100 or 97. Let's try that one. Let's see how this one will come out. Much better. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting an extra AI step in there just to do that rewrite. All right. Much better. Much better. I mean, they look like triplets, but you know what I mean? Their feet are messed up, but better than than this over here, right? So now, and this is where our creativity comes in, where we are going to add a step in here where I guess I'll use OpenAI, but we shall. Let me go and add a node for OpenAI, and I'm going to say message a model, and I'm going to say we could use a nano for that. I don't want to use 4.1. I guess I could. What is it nano or let me see. GPT 4.0. Don't they have the 4.0 model anymore? Oh, it's 4.0 nano. That's why. Mini. Is it mini? I guess it's mini. All right, let's do that. So, let's go here and I would say, can you? So I'm just gonna copy the same thing that I put here. let's take that and go to here. And what I'm going to do is close here, and I'm going to say, break this chain, put this over here, drag this here, and say, this is my prompt, and say visual. Do they all get the same prompt? This ad, belonging, this ad. So it is different for each. All right, for now, let's just go with this, all right? Let's do that. And we will say output is JSON. Do I need a system? I don't think I need a system message for that. Or let's say, well, I can put a system message. Let's say you are a let's say the tone of personality, young, hip, marketing, social media specialist who has generated millions in monthly recurring revenue for clients. All right, let's go with that. And we will say, execute step. What? Where's my rewrite? Am I missing something here? Oh, you know what? Let me change that to system. Let's do that again. Let's see. All right, taking your sweet time. Any day now. Any day now. Taking a little bit longer than usual. Let's see. Because now what my goal would be, take this, move it to I'm trying to think if I can pass, how would I pass all the visual prompts into, do I have to do 3? I guess I could do 3 separate calls to it. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I don't know. Because if it's going to 3 different posts, yeah, we could try that. But I don't know why it's not working. What's going on here? Can I stop it and start it over? Let me save. Can you stop a thing from running? Oh, there you go. Stop. Let's try that again. All right, there we go. What? It still has assistant on there. Okay, so it's what? Hold on. Why do you still have assistant? Why are you still saying it? Does it always say? Oh, does it always say assistant? Yeah. Oh, it does. And this is output as JSON. So why are you not doing what I asked you to do. It says the prompt. A resource? Am I missing something? Add options. No. So it's not actually rewriting it well. Now that so just looking at it. Let me see the. All right, so let me try getting more of my prompt. Let's say we take all of that and we take it into here. Let's try that. This is terrible. It's not giving me what I want. If I look at this one, content add variations. If I go here, let's see. Huh. Maybe I can change the temperature, maybe? Try it again. It's something's not right here. Let's see. This is weird. It just keeps returning the same thing to me. How about this? I need a cool, catchy prompt to generate an AI image about. Let's try that. That to generate an image that describes a setting with parents and children based on. Let's see what that does. So if I copy this now, let's say we. Can I see the whole thing? Let's say we take this now, right? And we bring that over to Runware. Let's see what this is going to create for us. Much, much better. Much better. And their teeth are all messed up. I like it. So, let's take that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this to this. And then we could say that instead of using this visual prompt, we can use this description. Take that, take that, drop it in here, take this one out, and there we have it. So now if we try to, I don't know how this model is going to create it, but if we try to do this, that should get us closer there. Let's run it. Let's check this image out. So it's better, but now we just need a better model. That's it. But it's better though. It's way better than what it was. Like this could kind of work in a way. But I'm sure it can get better than that. But that's just a model thing at that point. So if we were to try out different models with the same prompt, let's say, because this one isn't bad actually. Let me see what else we got. 97 at 100. 97 100. There was one that I was using the other day. All right, so let's go with this one for now. We can go with this one for now, right? So let's say we take this runware model, or yeah, I don't like these other ones. What was this one? That was a 97 one. Let's try this 130 over 100. How much is that? All right, it's not a bad price. Let's take that and let's put this in here. Oh, that's one we were using. Well, if that's the one you're using, I don't want it. Let's try. Let me see. That was Google. 97.1. That was Google. Let's try the 97.1. Let's see what that gives us. Execute. Let's see. But you see how we were able to navigate what was happening and find a workaround using AI. That was weird. What is this? This is weird. This is weird. All right. So that's. I think we need to adjust some parameters. So all right, let's go ahead and close that. Let me take a look at these parameters over here. Looking at the requests. Let me just copy. Let me copy this stuff over here and paste it in here. Let me get rid of the negative prompt. Well, let me just do it this way. Let's go here. And if we say output, so let me see if I send this, what's going to happen. Let's see. Move this to 30. Move this to 2.8. Because once we figure this out, then we are past this step. And we can move on with our lives. Output quality, 85. Include cost, true. Advanced features, 75. So if we were to remove all of these over here, I think we got, oh, why is that output quality? So I'd rather 95 output quality, I presume. Output format. Just trying to match what we like. I'm trying to match what we have in the, like, using the same prompt. I would want the same kind of quality image. So let's use that. Let's try this. Any duplicates? Let's see what happens. This is failing because maybe it's because of that. Maybe it's because of this one. Oh wait, no, I know why. This doesn't have. What the? Hold on. Ah, this would be a problem. This would be a problem. That would be a problem. Where are my commas? All right, we got our commas in. It should be valid JSON. Let's see what we come up with, and then we're going to get up and out of here. But if this works, now we have a good base, which I know is going to, I know, like, we've made progress. Just hate that we have to make some additional API calls. But, you know, it should be very low usage. Let's go to here. Ah, that looks almost exactly like an image that we had before. So this is the image it came up with, which is way better than before. Can probably improve the quality a little bit, but I think it's good. I think that is progress. So the next step would be to let's get rid of this one. Would be to connect this together. So basically what we're gonna have to do is, let's take all these. Let's take all these. Move them that way. Move them that way. Move them this way. And we're gonna create another open AI. Let me see if we can do generate image prompt. So we have that, and we'll probably have to do 3 of these, which is fine, or 1 to go to 3. I probably go with doing the 3 of them just to make it easier on myself, and go from there. But we're gonna leave it at that for today. I think next time we just copy these 2, make 2 more of these, put these in, and then plug this up over here. So let me go ahead and I'll just enable this. And not sure what this is actually. Let me just execute, see what it's looking for. Cannot reading variation. All right, so next time we'll work on this. We'll generate the 2 other images, and we'll work on connecting the creative asset combiner. As we continue to go through the rest of this workflow, we have 1, 2, 3, about 3 nodes to go. The other ones are like uploading to Google Drive and the Slack response, not that serious, and then the webhook to return saying, "Oh, this is done." Cool. So yeah, I mean, a few more nodes to go. Duplicate this, connect them to these nodes, and go through the creative asset combiner. So probably do that next on Wednesday. Duplicate this, connect them here, go here, and see what this is missing. I can already see it's looking for some variation type thing. We actually have to change the node to something else anyway, so no biggie. All right, that is it for today. Learned a lot. You got to see in real time how I strategized on the fly to using Gemini to help me notice that the prompt is going to be trying to create text. So let's rewrite the prompt to something that is going to be describing a scenario based on the prompt, push that over to Runware, generate our image, and now we're going to use that image to continue with our marketing campaign. All right. That is the quick TLDR of what we did today as we figure it out. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Do me reminder at noon Eastern time. We're going to be premiering Candid Conversations. I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on why you need to share your ideas less with people. Stop sharing all your ideas. Start implementing first. Implement first, share later. It's so much easier to say, look what I did, instead of, what do you think about me doing this? That's when you start getting all the feedback and stuff like that. Wow. If you do first, you're like, oh, look what I did. And then you get feedback that way. It's so much easier to win that way. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about at noon Eastern time today. Tomorrow night, we're going to be going live, tech Q&A, working, chatting, answering questions. Feel free to call in, all of that good stuff. And remember, I have the Scrum Night coming out this week that we had last night, showing all the things that we're working on. And this coming weekend, we have our Vibe Code and Chill session at techcoachralph.dev. All right, that is everything. Let me just say a good hello to my friend Rod Brown, coming in at the very, very last minute. So shout out to you, bro. Have a great day. You have a fantastic, wonderful day as well. My new favorite nights are Wednesday nights. Why are my new favorite nights Wednesday nights? Because my friend Rod Brown, who I met in real life, in the flesh, Rod Brown, and in the spirit, I guess, but Rod Brown, looking forward to that next live stream. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
And he's going to say, what live stream? I know. I got you. But shout out to my guy, Rod Brown. Always appreciate you for all the hard work that you do, sharing the good word. But with that being said, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful Monday. Stay strong, stay vigilant, stay focused. Let's go out there and get it. I will see you guys at noon. Tech Coach Ralph, Morning Vibes. We are out.
Spartans! What is your profession?
I'm not that far removed from the storm. The heat still lingers, my heart still warm. I try to change, but the core remains. I'm not that far removed from the flame.
I'm not that far removed from the storm. The heat still lingers, my heart still warm. I tried to change, but the core remains. I'm not that far removed from the flame.
They pushed and pulled like I'm a game to play. Thought I crumbled. astray. I walked away from shadows I knew, but I'm not that far removed from the view.
They threw their stones, I caught them all. Built a wall so I wouldn't fall. Changed my name, changed my tune, but I'm not that far removed from the moon.
I'm not that far removed from the fire that burns, the soul I prove. You can test me, you can try, but I'm still the storm, the unbroken sky. I bury my past, but it won't stay gone. A ghost in the mirror, it lingers on. Try to rewrite, try to improve, but I'm not that far removed from the groove.
I buried the fire, but it still flickers low. They thought I'd crumble, but they don't even know. The echoes of me that I left in the past still rise like a shadow I can't outlast.
They see my face, but they don't see the scars. Every line's a map, a story that's ours. I wear my armor, my heart's subdued, but I'm not that far removed from the crude.
They built their walls, but I've got my tools. Try to make me dance to their shallow rules. I walked away, but the fight's in my veins. Not that far gone from my old hurricane.
They wanted a puppet, but I cut the strings. Tried to clip my wings, but I still sing. I shed my skin, but the scars still show. Not that far gone from the me they used to know. I'm not that far removed from the fire that burns, the soul I prove. You can test me, you can try, but I'm still the storm, the unbroken sky.
Oh, they act like I've forgotten the fight, but I'm a phoenix not lost in the night. I've grown taller, but the roots run deep. I'll wake the thunder if they wake the beast.
Oh, they act like I've forgotten the fight, but I'm a phoenix not lost in the night. I've grown taller, but the roots run deep. I'll wake the thunder if they wake the beast.
Oh, they act like I've forgotten the fight, but I'm a phoenix not lost in the night. I've grown taller, but the roots run deep. I'll wake the thunder if they wake the beast.